Okay, guys. Anyway, so for story number 2, we've got Kaspersky's stolen Amazon SES token used in Office 365 phishing. Kaspersky said today that a legitimate Amazon simple email service, SES token, issued to a third-party contractor, was recently used by threat actors behind a spear phishing campaign targeting Office 365 users. Steve, I know you're very passionate about the subject, so
So this story is very interesting. I find it interesting that if you look at the token, they say there was no breach, there was no security incident. The token just somehow found its way into these people using it for phishing attacks. So I don't understand how a token can go from a legitimate third party to hackers with no security incident to speak of, unless it was perhaps handed to them or it fell off a truck.
Oh,
I can't tell you the number of times tokens have fallen off trucks for me. They just fall off the truck. And then
I think it fell off the truck.
It fell off the truck. So I don't understand, because if you look at it, they say what did not happen was a hack or any insider threat or any malicious transformation or any like it was an S3 bucket. Some magical way the token showed up in the phishing person's hands.
Drink anyways, even though it's not an S3 bucket. I think everything about the article is right. I find it interesting about this incident is that Kaspersky is right. No one actually got into their system, right? But somehow this token, let's say it's 64 characters, it got out into the outside world. So I mean, yeah, that's like weird. But then again, it highlights the safety of this string of characters. It's just a string of characters. We can pass that around. Any low-level engineer can just pass that around and accidentally leave it out.
I find it interesting that this very important token found its way into unscrupulous hands.
Unscrupulous of, and we're not identifying any sort of unscrupulous national
individuals.
Yes, individual, not any sort of unscrupulous nation or
Organization, right?
Yes.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like we do think as software engineers are like, yeah, you tokenize and everything. You have a token here, you have a token here. It's great. There's tokens everywhere, but just highlights it that we think that tokens can solve every problem, but not really, because you got to secure the token because it's used as in a supply chain attack like this.
So I have a question. Why does this keep happening to like Office 365 and Microsoft users like all the time?
Okay, so there was a great quote. I wasn't going to mention it, but thank you. There was a great quote by Cyber Reason this week that said, if you're relying on Microsoft, you're going to end up on the front page of the newspaper.
Wait, so Cyber Reason's great.
Okay, but there's
and I agree.
Listen, I'm no fan, but I will say that their ubiquity does make them a target. Right? It's overwhelmingly likely that the victims of all these cyber attacks use and rely on Microsoft. I'm not saying that Microsoft is generally doing anything about that, but there is their ubiquity to take.
I'm not agreeing with
shit.
I'm just quoting the CEO of Cyber Reason, who said, if you're relying on Microsoft, you're going to end up on the front page of the newspaper.
Yeah, and how about this? If you use Active Directory or Office 365, what else do you need? You're done.
So there is a perception in the security community that if you're relying on Microsoft, Azure, Office 365, whatever it may be, that you're relying on infrastructure that is less secure. Now, I didn't say that. Cyber Reason said that.
Right.
To be fair,
Be
you did
fair.
not say that.
Shoo.
Cyber Reason CEO says that. We at Hack Notice did not say that at all.
We have no opinion about Microsoft infrastructure. We're actually on Microsoft Azure.
We are.
Azuro.
Azure.
Wait, what?
Microsoft ML Labs is a great product. I actually very much enjoy it. So
I will note that Steve got his COVID booster this week. And if he hasn't got that COVID booster, goddamn, if he hasn't been about 10 times more set on Microsoft than what he was before.